Welcome into the Bigger the Pill podcast. Y'all already know the saying, the bigger the headache, the bigger the pill, and you the pill, baby. That's anything you got going on in your life. Don't forget to like, comment, and share. That's the only way the channel gonna grow is if y'all grow with me, I grow with you, we grow together. To my live audience, I do have stars now. Do not hesitate to send them stars if you can. If not, I just appreciate the support anyway. Let's jump right into it, man. Been an exciting week in the NBA, kind of, sort of. We got a lot of big stories that came out this week. You know, we got Curry finally joins the 25K club. Bron gets hurt in a close loss to the Boston Celtics. We had Kyrie tore ACL. He's out for the rest of the year. From what they're saying, don't look like AD will be back anytime soon. So that's their season going down the drain. What else we had go on, man? We had Big Yoke Dog. Big Yoke Dog, 30, 20, and 20. You know what I mean? First time in NBA history has ever been done, 30, 20, and 20. And don't be surprised if he show out because he got to play OKC tonight and tomorrow. So don't be surprised if he give you a 40, 20, 20 because he trying to get that MVP. He want that MVP. You hear me? But y'all already know what time it is, man. It's the Bigger the Pill podcast, man. Y'all already know I'm your host, Curtis McNeil. The bigger the headache, the bigger the pill, and you the pill, baby. That's anything you got going on in your life. Make sure y'all like, comment, and share. That's the only way the channel gonna grow is if y'all grow with me, I grow with you, we grow together. Don't forget, to my live audience, appreciate the love, appreciate the love. You know what I'm saying? To my live audience, don't forget, I do have stars now. If you want to send the stars to support, I appreciate it. If you don't, I appreciate you being here anyway. We just had 100 stars from Genesis. You know, appreciate you, baby. You already know. Love you, girl. You know what I'm saying? Just got me some stars. But let's jump right into it, man. First thing I want to jump into was the Saturday night game. You know, Boston versus LA. It was a good game. I ain't gonna lie to y'all, but you know what I'm saying? Boston just showed why they the defending champs. You know what I mean? Y'all know my saying, if you want to beat a man, you got to beat the man. And they just showed why they was the defending champs, man. Came out, Tatum had a great game, almost had a 40-point triple-double. He was 2 assists shy of that. Showed you why he the best player on that team. You know what I mean? Showed why he's the number one option. And it's time that we start putting a little bit more respect on JT too. I just want to put that out there because it seems like, you know what I'm saying, no matter what the man do, we don't want to give him his respect. I don't know if it's because the brother light skin or what, but we gonna let bygones be bygones. Right now, that boy is balling, and he is the number one option on the best team in the East, arguably the best team in the NBA, and they showing why they got championship pedigree. Them boys took a offense led by Luka Doncic and LeBron James and held them to only 13 points in the quarter. I want y'all to let that sink in. 13 points in a quarter for the entire team with Luka Doncic on the court. You know what I mean? Them boys is champions. They put some respect on it. Them boys champions. And it's time that we actually start talking about them like champions. Anyway, moving right along, man. LeBron James had a nice night. Had a nice night, although it ended badly, you know. Growing tail. Well, it's not a growing tail. We're going to say a growing tweet. Say he's going to be out. Shams has reported that he's going to be out for 1 to 2 weeks. Hopefully, you know what I'm saying, he takes the whole 2 weeks, you know what I mean, get ready for this playoff push. Yeah, I'm kind of hurt by the LeBron injury because, you know what I'm saying, he was on pace to do something that hasn't been done. The man was about to be 40 years old on a first-team All-NBA. You know what I mean? But now that's not going to happen because he ain't going to be able to put up the numbers to maintain his first-team spot. So now he's in the running for the second-team All-NBA. But then you got a question mark on that because he still has to play 7 more games to even qualify for it. So hopefully he can get back, get them 7 games played, have a nice outing for them 7 games, and we see LeBron James, year 22, age 40, on a second-team All-NBA team. Is just that's crazy work. I don't care what you're talking about. That's crazy work. You feel me? It's a lot of things that I could say right now, but y'all already know how I feel when it comes to my Lakers. I feel like Shannon Sharp, man, when it comes to the Lakers. It could be Serge Ibaka, Chewbacca, Waka Flocka. Lakers in 5. Y'all don't know nothing about that, man. That was back when Shannon was on Undisputed when he said that. You know what I mean? He was with Skip then. Y'all don't know nothing about that, man. But anyway, man, like I say, that was the game of the weekend. Didn't go how we wanted it to go, you know what I mean? But I look at it like this, bright side, you know what I'm saying? You give Bron 2 weeks off to rest and get ready for the playoffs. Y'all already know what's going on, man. Y'all know what's going on. He come back to the playoffs healthy and rested. Oh, man, with Luka on his side, man, y'all know what's going on, man. I ain't even got to stress that. Y'all know what's going on. But the matchups that we ready to see, you got Shea and you got Nikola Jokic, number 1 and number 2 in the MVP race. And they got to see each other back to back. They play today. I think they already played. Yeah, they already played. Thunder won. Let's see what the box scores was looking like, though. Let's see who really took off with this MVP race. You know what I mean? I'm leaning Shea because the Thunder won, but let's see the numbers. I ain't get to look at the numbers yet, people, so we going to look at them together. Oh, and I gave y'all a homework assignment last show. I said, y'all tell me anytime it's ever happened in NBA history that a 40-year-old player enters the top 5 in the MVP race. I looked it up. It's never happened. LeBron is the first one to do it. That's another reason y'all need to start putting some respect on that man. But I ain't going to do too much. I'm just saying, though. You know what I mean? So, all right. We had the Thunder win 127-103 today. You had Nikola Jokic go for 24 points. 24 points. He had 2 turnovers, 3 blocks, 9 assists, 13 rebounds. That's not enough. That's not enough. And he lost. Now, if he had a monster game and they lost, then the race would still be close. But the man did not have a good game, a decent game, 24, 13, and 9, but that ain't no Nikola Jokic type of game. That ain't what we used to seeing out of him. So that ain't gonna be good enough to take that number 1 spot in the MVP race, especially when you got Shea on the other side that done dropped 40 points, 3 blocks. Come on, man. This is a point guard we talking about, y'all. 3 blocks, 5 assists, 8 rebounds. Man, listen, that boy doing everything on the court. He doing everything on the court, and he dropped 40. So right now, that performance alone should have him solidly placed in first place for the MVP, but we'll see how that go because they got to, like I say, they got to play again tomorrow. You know what I mean? And they both, and they still going to be in OKC, so you never know. Shea might give you another 40. You know what I mean? But as far as the MVP race go, we can go ahead and dip into that real quick, you know what I mean, before we move along, because I do got something else I want to address too. As a father, it's something that I need to address. You know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? Y'all know I'm going to speak on it. Don't worry about it. We're going to get to that in a second, though. So, the MVP race, as we can see, Shea is still in first place, holding it down in first place. Last week, he was number 2. This week, he's number 1. 32 points a game, 5.1 rebounds a game, 6.2 assists. And he had another 50-point game this week. So, Shea is making a strong argument for this MVP. But like I told y'all last show, I wouldn't be mad if you had Jokic as your MVP, man. The man averaging a triple-double this season. You know what I mean? And that's just what he do. The man wake up and average a triple-double. His alarm clock go off and he averages a triple-double. You know what I mean? So we ain't gonna do him too bad, you know what I mean? But I really do feel like with the performances that Shea has been putting on all season, the team success, and actually seeing the leadership of Shea, you know what I mean? I really feel like he should get this MVP this year. My boy Giannis done crept up to number 3 in the MVP race, averaging 30.8 points a game, 12.1 rebounds, and 5.9 assists. Not to mention, y'all want to know what's crazy about Giannis? We ain't really been talking about Giannis in the books, you know what I mean? Bro, Giannis is shooting 60-something% from the field this season, y'all. 60-something% from the field is insane. I don't care who do it. That is crazy. That is insane, bro. And to average 30 points while doing it? Come on, man. Giannis, man, I'm going to be real. If it wasn't if voters fatigue didn't exist, Giannis probably could have been the MVP at least 4 times by now, y'all. Like, real talk. Real talk. This man do this every year, all year, and he's available. He's barely hurt. He's available. You feel me? The best ability is availability in the NBA. You got an 82-game season. That's a long season. And he's durable while giving you 30 points a game and shooting better than 50-something% from the field. Right now, this season, he's shooting like 60.5 or something like that. That is insane, bro. That is insane. Then you got JT at the 4th spot in the MVP race. He was number 3 last week. 26.8 points a game, 8.8 rebounds, 5.8 assists. And then you still got LeBron James at number 5, and he just got hurt. Still number 5 in the MVP race, averaging 25.1 points a game, 8.1 rebounds, and 8.5 assists. And like I told y'all, he's the first 40-year-old we've seen come through the NBA to enter the top 5 in the MVP race. Just let that sink in. It's cats out there 20 years younger than this man. And he's still top 5. Man, listen, y'all play if y'all want. Y'all play with them Lakers and LeBron James if y'all want to. It's going to get spooky for y'all. But moving right along, man, moving right along. I wanted to touch on Curry. Shout out to Shelf. The boy done scratched 25,000 points, man. What is we talking about, man? 26th player in NBA history to score 25,000 career points, man. And he did it in a win. Although they beat my boy Cade, I ain't like they beat my boy Cade, and Cade was balling. Cade gave you like 38, but they still lost. You feel me? But my boy Curry, Chef Curry, the greatest shooter, in the words of Stephen A., the greatest shooter God has ever created. That boy done scratched 25K, and didn't be doing it at 37, y'all. Curry might can do what LeBron do and play to about 40. Now, y'all think about it, he don't take that much of a beating like LeBron do. So don't be surprised Curry out there 42 years old, still out there shooting people's eyes out, man. Don't be surprised, man. If the man 40-something years old still shooting people's eyes out, man. You feel me? Boy, I swear to God, boy, them Lakers haters be everywhere. Them Lakers haters be everywhere. Who your team is again? It probably don't matter. It probably don't matter. I don't know why I asked. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, man, moving right along, man. Curry, 25K club. Still doing it at a high level at the age of 37. Got the Warriors looking like they going to upset somebody come postseason. And he got playoff Jimmy over there. Like I told y'all last time, Miami ain't looked the same since he left. I bet Pat Riley wish he would have kept that one. It's okay, though. Y'all know how Pat Riley is. We call him the Godfather for a reason. Y'all know how he is. He ain't going for none of that. You feel me? But, you know what I mean? We going to move right on along, man. We going to move right on along, man. Let's see, man. What I got next on tap for y'all? Defensive player of the year. I wanted to touch back on this because the last time I talked about this with y'all, you know what I mean, I didn't know who Dyson Daniels was. I went and watched that boy Dyson Daniels play. What that was, Tuesday they played? I want to say that was Tuesday they played. When he got that game-winning steal. Man, listen. I ain't seen straps like that since GP. I ain't seen straps like that since the glove. You hear me? That boy out there really strapping shit down. Excuse my French, y'all, but that's how bad it is. He got folks in straight jackets out there. If Dyson Daniels, I watched the game, y'all. If Dyson Daniels is guarding them, boy, them boys is passing the ball so fast because the boy straps up and he's a rookie. That's going to be insane. That's going to be insane. It's just going to hurt because Trey ain't going to be there next year. Trey Young is not going to be an Atlanta Hawk come next season. I'm going to tell you that now. But we still got Evan Mobley, still number 1. And Evan and them boys had just came on when I left the house. And guess what? Evan was out there looking like he was about to be locked in. Before I left the crib, he was locked in. You feel me? Evan is the heartbeat of that Cavaliers team. That Cavaliers team almost lost to Charlotte this week, too, in a close one. I think the final score was 118-117. Shout out my boy Miles Bridges. He go out there and drop a whole 40 bugger. Drop him on the head. Miles. I say, look at Miles Bridges. And you know the NBA tried to railroad my boy when he got that domestic now. When he caught that domestic, they was trying to railroad him. But guess who look out for him? MJ. Tell him, stay here with me. MJ say, stay here with me. Don't worry about it. I'm going to make sure you get paid and we going to do something. We going to try to win some games. Try is the key phrase in that statement. Try. You feel me? But Miles did his thing, though. Miles dropped what? I want to say it was like 46. Hold on. I'm going to go to the game for y'all so I can tell y'all the exact. Yeah, I think my boy dropped like 46. Might have been 40, though. But, yeah. So, like I told y'all, man. Got another thing. Y'all, I'm doing all this out the top of my head. Y'all, please forgive me. I usually prep a little bit better, but I'm doing all this out the top of my head right now. Shout out Don Staley, man. 3 straight years. SEC championship. Huh? Y'all better stop playing with Don now. Don is legendary. And she not going nowhere no time soon. I'm trying to tell you, I hope she be coaching when my daughter get older. I'm sending my daughter to Carolina too. Go play with Don. Go play with Don. Shout out Don Staley, man. Shout out Don, man. Yeah, Kyrie. Let's get to Kyrie, man. That's who I was meaning to get to, man. Let's get to Kyrie, man. Man, I feel so bad for Kyrie, y'all. I feel so bad for this man, bro. To turn his career around, bro, from the trajectory it was on when he was in Brooklyn. From Brooklyn, let's go. As a matter of fact, we'll go before Brooklyn when he was with Boston. It looked like Kyrie was really on a fast track to nowhere after Boston. Then he get to Brooklyn. You know what I'm saying? Then he get to Brooklyn. He have an all right, you know what I'm saying? Him, KD, James Harden, they have an all right. They just can't stay healthy, you know what I'm saying? Then he had all the off-the-court stuff going on. And he had the NBA ready to give up on him, y'all. The NBA was ready to give up on Kyrie Irving. He gets to Dallas and has a whole flip of perspective. And Kyrie has been a great professional since he got to Dallas. He ain't had none of the off-the-court issues. None of the off-the-court issues. He balling, doing his part. And then, you know what I mean, just was in the finals last year. Then you make a big trade to get Anthony Davis, regardless of how the trade went. It was going to be a huge trade if AD would have stayed healthy. Let's be real. Dallas was going to be sickening and dangerous with Kyrie and Anthony Davis. Not to mention you got Daniel Gafford and Derek Lively and Klay Thompson. You know what I mean? Dallas was going to be all right without Luka regardless if y'all want to admit it or not. You feel me? Dallas was going to be straight without Luka. But, you know what I mean? You got a 31, 32-year-old Kyrie, 31, 32-year-old Anthony Davis. You know what I mean? It don't get no easier once you cross over 30. Trust me, I'm learning that now. I went hooping today and my legs is hollering over here. You feel me? It don't get no easier after 30. Body don't hear the same. You ain't got the same type of, you know what I'm saying? You ain't got the same type of, what's the word? Spunk, you know what I mean? So, but I hate that happened to Kyrie, man. I really do, man, because I really did, you know what I'm saying? Him and AD, because I really did want to see what that Kyrie AD, you know what I'm saying, experience was going to look like. You know what I mean? But I guess we'll have to wait for that until next season, right? So, moving right along, man. Let's go ahead and touch bases on, because I feel like I would be doing a disservice to my show if I didn't touch on the Stephen A. LeBron James little altercation or whatever y'all want to call it. At the end of the day, it was not an altercation. Anybody that seen the video know that was a one-way conversation. LeBron did all the talking, Stephen A. did all the listening. That's the bottom line. Because at the end of the day, as a father, I don't care what kind of microscope I put my kid under. I don't care what's going on with this NBA and all this media and all this. Although, yeah, I did put my son under a microscope. I said a whole season ago that my son was better than some of the players in this league. So I did put that microscope on my son. But one thing that I feel with LeBron, you're not going to use whatever situation you got with me and attack my son for it. We not doing that. So I understand LeBron from that standpoint. I understand him. That was not a player. That was not LeBron James, the billionaire. That was not LeBron James, the businessman. That wasn't even LeBron James, the movie star. That was LeBron James, the father. Y'all gotta remember, Bronny been running around the NBA with LeBron since he got there. Bronny been running around the NBA with Bron. Y'all watch this young man grow. Y'all watch this young man grow. Y'all watch this young man have a whole almost heart attack on the court. Y'all watch this. And for you to take the shots that you took at him, Stephen A., you know I rock with you, but you know I gotta keep it out of the way. But for you to take the shots that you took at him, it really did start to seem like you was taking them shots at Bronny, but you really wanted to take them shots at LeBron. But it's hard to take them shots at LeBron when the man 40 years old, 22 years in the game, and ain't never gave you a reason to question anything about him basketball, acclimate-wise, off the court, none of that. So I can see how, you know what I'm saying, the thing could be slanted. But at the end of the day, I am in this field now. I do have a degree in this field now. So I see Stephen A's point. At the end of the day, this is my job. This is my job to call it what it is when I see it. I have to. I'm contractually obligated to. So, yeah, bro, you know what I'm saying? You did your thing. You checked them. You know what I'm saying? You let them know. Yeah, you know what I mean? At the end of the day, leave my son out of this. Whatever beef we got, that between us. And that's understood. But at the end of the day, Bron, that man got a job to do. There's no reason for you to even take it as a personal attack when the man's trying to do his job. Now, let's get to how cold Bron is, though. See, because everybody thought that the video that we seen, we thought that was after the game. No, that was going into the fourth quarter. For LeBron James to come out there going into the fourth quarter, after the end of the third quarter, he just walked up on Stephen A. Smith and said what he said. After he just walked up on Stephen A. Smith and said what he said, to go out there in the fourth quarter and put on the performance he put on, and to hit the game tying, it was either the game tying three in that corner or either that was the three that put us up one. Either way it go, to hit that three, standing right there in front of Stephen A. Smith, then to proceed into overtime and hit the four clutch free throws needed to win the game, that's some cold stuff there. I don't care what you say, that's some cold stuff there. You go check a man about your son, and then after you check him about your son, you commence to turn around and put belt to ass on this man's favorite team. This man, Stephen A, is from New York, y'all. If you don't know, he is a New York Knicks fan. Always been, forever has been. Stephen A will tell you first. I'm New York everything first. But guess what? Bron wasn't hearing that because you already done pissed me off. That's how I felt. Bron say you already done pissed me off. So you know what? I'm going to piss you off. Let me show you what I'm going to do to your favorite team at the age of 40. Let me show you what I'm going to do to your favorite team at the age of 40 just because you can't keep your mouth shut about my child. I'm going to show you what I do on this court. See, Bron ain't never been the type to, you know what I'm saying, really get into no altercations, not physically anyway. You know what I mean? Never been that type. But piss him off while he on that court if you want to. And it get real dark for people. You feel me? So like I say, man, I respect it because at the end of the day, me being a father, y'all done seen my rant. I went on Facebook and had a whole rant about my son and his skills on that basketball court. I did that for the same reason, because people was coming at the work and the talent my son has. So I feel Bron. I feel Bron on that. But at the end of the day, Bron, you got to understand the man is contractually obligated to say the things that he says. And if anybody that really pays attention to Stephen A knows, it's not that he's just speaking just to be speaking. This man is actually a student of the game. Very studious. Very studious. I really don't think he missed a game. I'm pretty sure Stephen A almost watches every game. Like, don't let the first take stuff fool y'all now. Stephen A is really an NBA Today dude. You feel me? Don't let the first take and speaking on a multitude of topics fool you. Stephen A is really an NBA guy, an NBA analyst. That's really what he is. Bron, I understand you. Like I say, man, and this is the last thing I'm going to say on it. Bron, I understand you. As a father, I understand you. But as a person, you have to understand that this man get paid to do this, man. This is how this man feed his kids. Just like you got kids, he got kids too. That's how this man feed his kids. He's contractually obligated to say the things he say. There's no reason for you to feel like the man is doing a personal attack on your son. We all knew when they drafted Bronny wasn't ready for the NBA. It ain't take a rocket scientist to know that. Come on, man. But, you know what I mean? Nevertheless, man. You know what I mean? Shout out to him. You know what I mean? Shout out to Stephen A. because he handled it real classy. You know what I'm saying? One thing I like about Stephen A, if Stephen A gonna criticize you or critique you on national TV publicly, and you call him out on it and let him know that whatever he said bothers you, Stephen A is man enough to go back on national TV and issue an apology and clarify himself. That's what I respect about Stephen A. So you got a lot of these analysts, you got a lot of these sports analysts, they'll say what they say on national TV. But once these players get in their ear and get to checking them, you want to apologize privately. But you criticized and critiqued publicly. So that don't go hand in hand. That don't work like that. If I criticize and critique you publicly, and you tell me what I criticized and critique is not a fact, or that it bothered you in some type of way, I am obligated to go back and apologize publicly like I criticized publicly. But that's all I'm going to say on the subject. I'm going to leave it alone. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, they held that down like two grown men, had that conversation, move on. It is what it is. You feel me? So let's get into these standards, man. Back to the basketball at hand. You know what I mean? Let's get into these standards, man. You got the Thunder still sitting at number 1, 48-11. The Thunder are firmly locked into the number 1 spot. There's no way nobody could take the number 1 spot from them. The only question for the Thunder is who do they see in round 1? Because with them being the number 1 seed, they're going to take the lowest remaining seed, which will either be the Kings, the Timberwolves, or the Mavericks, or the Suns, which I really feel like is subject to change because the Mavericks, they're beat up, so they're probably going to rest everybody else. So they'll probably drop from the 10 spot. They'll probably drop out of the play-in tournament. So I say if they drop out of the play-in tournament, we can move Phoenix up to the 10. We can move the Blazers up to 11. I don't think the Thunder wants to see a motivated and somewhat angry and disrespected Anthony Edwards in the first round. I don't think that's good for them. I don't think that's good for their organization. The Kings would be an easy one for them. I think they could handle the Kings. And I'm pretty sure, you know what I mean, Phoenix would be a good one, but I'm pretty sure they can handle Phoenix too. So my Lakers dropped down to the 3. After that loss against the Celtics, we dropped down to 3. Nuggets take the 2. Grizzlies at 4. Rockets at 5. Clippers at 6. Shout out James Harden and the Clippers, man. Shout out James Harden and the Clippers. Y'all better put some respect on it. Y'all know what James used to do, man. Y'all know what the boy used to do. Cook some. Y'all know what he used to do. And right now, he is single-handedly putting the Clippers on his back and making sure he handle business night in and night out. Give James some credit, man. Please give James some credit. Because when Paul George left, we found out Kawhi was going to be half playing and hurt. Russ left. We all thought, oh, Lord, just James, that ain't going to work. And what that boy got him sitting at the 6th seed right now. Him and Big Zoo Ball. Shout out Norman Powell, too. Was in the running for 6th man of the year till he got hurt. But, you know what I'm saying? Let's take the time to give James Harden some love, man, because James Harden doing his thing. And then we got the Warriors at 7. I'm going to be real. I don't think nobody wants to play the Warriors in the first round. Ain't nobody trying to deal with playoff Jimmy, Stephen Curry, and Draymond Green. Y'all like, oh, Draymond Green. What he say Draymond Green for? Draymond Green, if y'all don't realize, will go down in NBA history as one of the greatest defenders we ever seen come through the NBA. Whether you like it or not, Draymond Green will go down in NBA history as one of the greatest defensive players we've ever seen. That is a fact, whether you like it or not. And on top of that, he's a 4-time champion with a Defensive Player of the Year already under his belt. You pair that with Jimmy Buckets that will pick up a team's best player and guard 94 feet and then turn around and go at a team's best player and get a bucket, plus Chef Curry. Come on, man. I'm telling you now, I don't think nobody want to play the Warriors in round 1, and I wouldn't be mad at them if they did. I'm just going to keep it all the way a big buck. I wouldn't be mad at them if they didn't, especially with how Curry been shooting the ball lately. Oh, my goodness. Y'all seen the turnaround three he hit from half court almost? And had the nerve to tell us in the press conference, y'all, that was a rhythm shot for him. What? If that ain't the greatest shooter God ever created, I don't care what you say. I don't know who is. I'm telling you now, the man shot a catch and shoot turnaround 3 from half court, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. These boys might be getting old. Steph, KD, LeBron, them boys might be getting old, but I'm gonna tell you, them boys still doing it at a high level, and I love to see it because that's part of my era of basketball. I'm in that era, that 2000s era of basketball. Yeah, that's my era. I'm loving to see them boys at the ages that they at still getting buckets. Come on, man. KD 37. Hold up. Yeah, KD about 35, 36. He's somewhere up in there. Still wake up out of his bed and go get you 26 a night. Efficiently at that. Curry, same thing. LeBron, same thing. Who else was in there? James Harden still doing it at a high level. Who else was in that era? There's a few still in the league now that was in that era now. But anyway, shout out, man, hold up. I got to go back to the Lakers at the Celtics game because I got to give my boy a shout out. I've been a fan of him since he played in Atlanta. Man, shout out Big Al Horford, man. Shout out Big Al Horford, man. LeBron and Luka tried to put him in the torture chamber and he wasn't going, man. Shout out Big Al, man. Like Kendrick Perkins say, Big Al out there moving, shuffling them puppies. Playing great on-ball defense. On 2 of the best ball handlers as far as getting to the rack in the league. Huh? Luka called for the picks. Al switch on him. Luka get to dancing with him. Al ain't even dancing. Standing right there, standing his ground. You feel me? Sitting in that chair. My God. Shout out Twice, man. Y'all make sure y'all go follow Funny Man TV. Y'all already know what's going on, man. Shout out my boy. Appreciate you pulling up to the podcast, showing love, bro, as always. But you know what I'm saying? Big Al, man. Shout out Big Al, man. Give Big Al some credit, y'all. Big Al 37, what? 37, 38? About the same age as Bron. And still out there making a difference for them Boston Celtics. You hear me? And that's without Porzingis on the court. They ain't even got Porzingis back yet. Come on, man. What we talking about, man? Well, let's jump into these Easter standings. Cavaliers. Ooh. Although the Cavaliers had a close game with Charlotte, like I say, shout out Miles Bridges, man. The boy was not trying to take no L. He dropped 40 plus on their ass. Excuse my French. But did y'all see the sham guard? Donovan Mitchell hit them boys? Oh, my goodness. Split the double team, catch the ball backhanded and sham guard a man and lose him? Man, that's insane. Donovan has been balling at an MVP level as well this year. It's just hard for you to put Donovan in the MVP discussion because you got so many pieces on that Cleveland team that's doing their part. Cleveland just as deep as the Celtics. You got to worry about Cleveland 6-man. What my boy name is? Jerome? Jerome will come out there and shoot your eyes out. You feel me? And Cleveland is playing great team ball. When I say great team ball, great team ball. You feel me? So, man, big ups to Cleveland, man. Because it was the same Cleveland team last year that a lot of people had doubt about. And I told a lot of people last year, don't worry about it. This their first year together. Come next year, y'all gonna see something. And sure enough, 50-10, number 1 seed in the East. You feel me? Locked for the number 1 seed. Can't nobody catch them. Boston on 7 games behind, and I promise you, I don't think they catch them. The way Cleveland playing right now, man, that thing look like poetry on that court, man. That ball movement, oh, man. But, yeah, man. Yeah, man. We got Cleveland at the 1, Boston at the 2, the Knicks at the 3, and that's subject to change, too, because Jalen Brunson got hurt Thursday night when we played him. So that's subject to change, too. We need to see, as a matter of fact, that's something else that I meant to discuss with y'all. Like I told y'all, I'm doing a lot of this out the top. You know what I'm saying? I usually prep a little bit better, but y'all already know what's going on. We go get through this together. You feel me? Make sure y'all like, comment, and share. That's the only way the channel gonna grow is if y'all grow with me, I grow with y'all, we grow together. Y'all already know this, the Bigger the Pill podcast. The bigger the headache, the bigger the pill, and you the pill, baby. That's anything you got going on in your life. To my live audience, I do have stars now. If you want to, feel free to share me some stars, send me some stars. If not, I appreciate you being here anyway. You know what I mean? So moving right along, man. We got Bucks at the 4. We got Pacers at the 5. Pistons at the 6. Shout out Cade Cunningham. He doing the same thing James Harden doing. Put the whole team on his back and tell him, follow me. And he got them boys a top 6 seed right now. Miami at the 7. Orlando at the 8. Hawks 9. Bulls 10. 76ers at the 11. This year, coming out of the NBA, the biggest letdown coming out of the NBA this season, in my humble opinion, is the Philadelphia 76ers. There is no way that y'all put together the team that y'all put together and y'all should be sitting at the 11th seed. Granted, you got an unhealthy Joel Embiid. You got an unhealthy Paul George. And you got a young guy in Tyrese Maxey that he by himself. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got a really game plan for nobody else. So, you know what I mean? Right now, Philly might be my disappointing story coming out of the NBA this year. I just knew they was going to be a better team. I just felt like, you know what I'm saying, Paul George was going to unlock another level with Joel Embiid. But, you know what I mean? Like I tell y'all, when it comes to the NBA, man, the best ability is availability. And Paul George nor Joel Embiid has been available this season. So, you know what I mean? That's why they look the way they look as a team. Right now, like I told y'all, if Cleveland had to play, if the playoffs started today, we would have Cleveland and the Orlando Magic. Nah, strike that. It would probably be Cleveland. Yeah, it'll probably be Cleveland and the Orlando Magic because out of all those play-in teams from 8 to 11, Orlando is probably the best team in the play-in tournament coming in the East. So, I feel like Philly, because I feel like Philly going to lose to the Bulls. Yeah, I feel like Philly will lose to the Bulls. Orlando will beat the Hawks, and then you'll have Orlando and the Bulls, which should be an easy win for Orlando. So, yeah. So then you'll have Orlando having to go and deal with Cleveland. I'm going to be real with y'all. It all depends on if Orlando get healthy before the playoffs, because Orlando is really a good team. It's just this season, them boys have been beat up real bad over there. But I feel like if they could get healthy going into the playoffs, they could make a little noise against Cleveland. But like I say, bro, Cleveland ballers, so them boys playing so well right now together. I really don't see them losing to nobody but Boston. I'm going to be real with you. They got too many bigs they could throw at Giannis and the Bucks. The Pacers, I don't see the Pacers being able to do nothing with Cleveland. I don't think Tyrese Halliburton will be able to stick with Garland. That's gonna be the X factor for that series, and I'm pretty sure Darius Garland will give Tyrese Halliburton the business any night, twice on Sunday night. You feel me? So that's what I feel like. What rematch? What rematch you talking about, big dog? Which rematch you talking about? Yeah. So that's how we looking in the East, and that's how we looking at the West. Hopefully in the West, Luka can, you know what I'm saying, we get the full Luka experience now without LeBron James being on the court. We get the full Luka experience, and hopefully Luka will be able to to keep us afloat while Bron get rested. You know what I mean? Knicks might get him. You think the Knicks will get Cleveland? You think so? I don't know, man. Cleveland got too many bigs to throw at Cat, man. I don't know, man. Both of them bigs, them boys play defense. Jared Allen definitely play defense, and Evan Mobley could guard 1 through 5. I don't know, man. Cavs Magic, they played last year. They definitely did play last year. I forgot they played last year. That's gonna be a good series. Orlando might play like they got something to prove now. They just gotta get healthy, dog. They got to get healthy if they gonna make any type of playoff run or do anything in the playoffs. I don't gotta make any past the second round, even if they do get healthy. But you know what I'm saying? I feel like Orlando could possibly, you know what I'm saying? They another team now. If they get in there, somebody might be going home mad now if they get healthy, but they got to get healthy. They got to get healthy first. Hey, my cousin Kevin with some more stars. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate the stars, man. Appreciate the love, appreciate the support, man. Appreciate y'all coming through, rocking with me while I do my thing, how I do my thing, man. Wouldn't be me without y'all. You feel me? It wouldn't be none of this without y'all. You feel me? And I appreciate the love that y'all show me on a weekly basis. I promise y'all, I can't stress it enough, bro. I appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. You know what I mean? Let's jump into what I got left for y'all, man. What I got left for y'all. What y'all want to talk about? You know what? We gonna talk to y'all. Let's talk. I'm gonna talk to y'all, man. What we got, man? What y'all want to talk about, man? Well, tell me something that y'all think I missed. You know what I'm saying? What y'all want to talk about? Like I say, I did my prep off the top of the dome today, so you know what I'm saying? I appreciate y'all coming in and rocking with me, dog. You know what I'm saying? This out the top of the dome. I'm usually a little bit more prepared than this. You know what I'm saying? But right now, like I say, man, like I told y'all from the beginning, man, there's so much that go on through the course of the NBA season. You know what I'm saying? It get a little, you know what I'm saying? It get a little shaky. DK trade. Oh, yeah, he did request a trade, ain't it? What's your thoughts on that? I'm going to be real with you. It was time for DK. You know what I'm saying? I know it's NBA. Y'all bear with me. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking to my mans. I know, you know what I'm saying, DK ain't been living up to what DK is supposed to be. DK was really supposed to be the next Julio Jones, if you ask me. Built like Julio, fast like Julio, you know what I'm saying? 50-50 go-getter like Julio where he was. You know what I mean? But I feel like it was time for DK to get up out of Seattle. And the only reason I feel like it was time for DK to get up out of Seattle is because the production just wasn't there. And it wasn't really his fault. You know what I'm saying? Oh, he already done got traded to Pittsburgh? Hold on, let me look that up. Stop playing. I mean, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of a good trade, but who throwing them the ball? Then the question becomes who throwing them the ball. You know what I mean? Because ain't nobody scared of no Russ or Justin Fields. So, you know what I'm saying? And then the running game for Pittsburgh it's not good enough to keep, you know what I'm saying, keep teams actually respectable. You know what I mean? Keep teams honorable. So, I don't know how that's going to go, man. Let me see. I ain't know that, though. Let me look that up real quick. That boy done went to Pittsburgh. I know you lying. DK Metcalf trade. That boy in Pittsburgh. I don't know why he went there, though. Like I say, who gonna pass on the ball is the question. Seahawks to trade DK Metcalf to the Steelers for the 2025 second-round pick. Wow. And that's disrespectful, bro. A second-round pick is disrespectful. Well, nah, because like I said, DK ain't been producing. So I ain't going to say that's disrespectful. But, yeah, The question is who throwing them the ball. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So that's the $1 million question. Who throwing them the ball? You know what I mean? I don't think it really matters. Then he hit him for $150 million. Good God. Man, stop. But, you know what I'm saying? I used to be, and the crazy thing about it, y'all, I used to be, you know what I'm saying? I know we are the subject, you know it's NBA, but I'm talking to y'all, so we going to talk about whatever we want to talk about right now. You know what I'm saying? For DK, I was a avid DK Metcalf supporter. I used to argue with people that DK is a top 10 receiver in the NFL. I don't believe that no more. I really don't believe that no more. Maybe a change of scenery will bring back that decaf, but I really don't believe that no more. And I can't stress it enough. At the end of the day, he's a wide receiver. He can't throw the ball to himself. Who is throwing him the ball? If anybody can give me a legit QB that's going to be out there throwing him the ball, I tell y'all, Pittsburgh might be a little scary next year. Even without a running game, they might be a little scary next year. Because you talk about George Pickens on one side and a motivated DK on the other side. That could get a little dangerous. That could get a little scary. But, you know what I'm saying, we'll see. You know what I mean? We'll see how it shake out when it shake out, whatever. But what else y'all got for me? What else y'all want to talk about, man? What else on y'all mind, man? You know what I'm saying? Anything sports. Anything sports. What else on y'all mind? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, no. Most definitely, bro. Most definitely. DK Metcalf is not a top tier receiver in the NFL, bro. He not, like I say, bro, the production just not there. And it's hard for the production not to be there because Geno is gonna sling that rock. Geno gonna throw that rock. If Geno don't do nothing else, he gonna throw that rock. You feel me? So it's kind of like, well, DK, why it seem like, you know what I'm saying, you ain't getting no love. And to be honest, it's because the production is just not what the production used to be. Oh, yeah. I got Lakers to the finals. Of course. Of course I think we making it to the finals. We got a rejuvenated LeBron James. Like I said earlier, man, this man was in the race for first team all NBA until he pulled that groin Saturday. Until yesterday, he was in the race for first team all NBA. That's not even to mention we got Luka Doncic as well. Luka got Jackson Hayes. Let's keep it all the way above. Anybody that watch basketball know Jackson Hayes is not that. He is not that. And I'm going to keep it all the way above. He is not that. But since Luka got there, all of a sudden now we see Jackson Hayes going for 19 and 10, 15 and 12. You know what I'm saying? That's a prime example of Luka being a force multiplier. You feel me? You got Luka and LeBron. All he got to do is get the ball off the rim. If that, Luka gonna put it up there for him just to throw it in there. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like we got a great chance to make it to the NBA Finals. It all depends on how this season fall. Cause like I say, we was the second. We lost to Boston, so we dropped the 3. In the same game, LeBron James has a groin injury and will be gone for, you know what I'm saying, 1 to 2 weeks, as Shams reported. So that 1 to 2 weeks, anything can happen because the standings in the West is just so tight. Out West, you got from the 2 seed down to about the 5th seed. From the 2 seed down to the 5th seed, them boys is all a game or 2 behind each other. So the margin for error is very, very slim. But, yeah, I definitely feel like the Lakers will be in the NBA Finals this year. Hopefully we win it. I got us winning it. Like I told y'all, in the words of Shannon Sharp, I don't care if it's Serge Ibaka, Chew Blocker, Waka Flocka, Lakers in 5. What y'all want the other one? I don't care if it's UFC, KFC, or OKC. Lakers in 5. And that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. I got the Lakers pulling it out, you know what I'm saying? But we go see. Like I told y'all, my finals prediction is Boston and the Lakers. We get to watch the 2 most storied franchise go at it. That's my prediction for right now. And the only reason I'm predicting that is because you got a young Thunder team. They not all the way battle tested yet. And you got a Cleveland team that's really starting to put the pieces together. But they, even with them being the number 1 seed, you know what I'm saying, they don't even look like the best team in their conference. So, you know what I'm saying? That's what that is. But y'all already know, man. It's time for me to get on up out of here. I appreciate all the love and support. I appreciate y'all coming through. Let me give a special shout out to Genesis Noel McNeil and Kevin Qualls for the stars. I appreciate y'all. This has been the Bigger the Pill podcast, baby. Y'all already know the saying, the bigger the headache, the bigger the pill, and you the pill, baby. That's anything you got going on in your life. I'm your host, Curtis McNeil. Make sure y'all like, comment, and share. That's the only way the channel gonna grow is if y'all grow with me, I grow with y'all, and we grow together. Appreciate the stars. And y'all have a good one, and I'm out.